Hi, Mariana, Ariel. Thanks for coming in today. So, just to go over again confidentiality, just want to remind you that everything you say in the therapy session is private and confidential. Anything that's shared will stay in the room unless there's a threat of you harming yourself, somebody else. If there's any type of abuse that is disclosed, those are grounds for me to report. However, if it comes to that, then I will go over confidentiality with you again, let you know that it is something I do have to report, and then from there we can discuss how we'd be moving forward. All right. So last week you came in and you were kind of just disclosing that, it's been a really tough time in your relationship. You guys have been married for 10 years. It's a pretty long time. And now there are issues that are arising. Can one of you go ahead and elaborate on what those issues are, or what's going on, what's bringing you into therapy?
She cheated on me.
Okay.
Yeah, and unfortunately about 6 months ago, I wasn't feeling the love in this relationship anymore. I felt like I was just coming home and getting scolded all the time, or, I wasn't comfortable coming home.
So instead of talking about it, you cheated on me.
Well, I tried to talk to you about it, and you just get a tone with me all the time, and that, that I'm never home, but, I'm at work all day. I'm working for us to be able to have this house and this life, and for you to go to school. I'm trying to talk to you about it, but you don't want to talk about it. You just want to feel like you're just stuck in this house.
I am. I just never thought, cheating on you never crossed my mind to any extent. And the first thing you do is go find somebody else.
And I'm sorry about that. It's not that I went to go find somebody else. It just happened, and, she was making me feel loved and wanted again. And, sorry I was escaping my problems, but, at least it was nice to feel wanted and cared for and not scolded every time I came around her.
All right. So, correct me if I'm wrong on any of this, just to make sure that I am getting it correct. So, there was an affair that took place by you, Ariel.
It's over now, though.
Okay, so it's over
She
now.
says.
All right. So, what I'm getting is that, Ariel, you are remorseful, and you're saying the affair is over. However, what kind of led to the affair in the first place was you just feeling lonely, not wanted, upset. Mariana, I know you came in with, very strong emotions of just questioning, why it took place, why she couldn't communicate. And she's saying that she has tried to communicate and you're not being receptive to that communication. Is that correct?
I just don't know. Receptive of what? Acknowledging that she cheated on me, accepting that she cheated on me. I'm not going to accept that.
But I tried to talk to you before the whole cheating situation happened. I tried to, come home and make you happy, but it's like you don't want to be happy. I'd come home after a long day wanting just to relax and be around you, and you just wanted me to tell me what things I needed to do around the house, or that you didn't want to sit down and relax. You wanted to go, but I was also just at work all day.
Well, I want to spend time with you. I think that's what makes a relationship work, is being able to spend time with you outside of the house.
And I get that, but I can't go outside the house every day. I work my butt off all day. I'm tired. Sometimes I just want to sit on the couch and watch a movie.
But that's every day. Every day you want to do that. I've been in the house all day. I want to go out with my wife. And the thing that is making me so angry is that you did that with this other girl. You went out with this other girl. So why can't you do that with me? That's where I'm missing the communication, is you didn't want to do this with me, but with this other individual that you just met, you were okay with doing that with.
it wasn't that I was okay with it. It was just something different. I didn't have to come home, like your home's supposed to be your safe zone, and now I don't even feel comfortable coming home and being there and relaxed. Maybe if I felt relaxed one day, I wouldn't have to feel like I had to go home and relax again, and we could do something. Like I understand I never want to do anything, and maybe I should work on, going out one day a week with you and doing something. But I also think I also want you to know we can't do that every day. I'm tired. I'm sorry that you don't understand. I'm tired from working.
Okay, let me interject really quickly. I heard both of you guys bring up some very valid emotions, valid issues in it. One, Mariana, you're feeling kind of neglected, if that's the correct word, in the sense that she goes to work, she meets this person, she takes her out, does this fun stuff with her, and yet when she comes home, she has no time to do that with you.
Mm-hmm.
Is that correct?
Yes.
Can you tell me a little bit more about that, how it's making you feel, how it makes you feel knowing that she was going out and, having fun with this other person, yet couldn't come home to do that with you?
It made me feel unwanted. I think that's what it was. It's like, you just don't want me. You want this other person. This other person makes you happy. When we had that, and now we don't.
And that's a difficult thing to feel. To feel like you're unwanted by the person that you have this commitment with, and that you love the most, and just not having that need fulfilled. Ariel, hearing Mariana talk about how she's feeling unwanted, and she's feeling hurt because you were doing this with somebody else, what does that say to you?
I'm sorry you felt that way, but I would come home even before I cheated, and if it wasn't a warm and welcoming place to come home to. I know you're stuck in the house all day, but for you to make me want you, you still have to work on wanting me to want you. I just can't walk in the door and throw myself at you, or I can't walk in the door and you can't give me a list of chores to do, I would like you to also, when I come into the house, make it feel warm and welcoming, so I do want you and want to be there, and I don't want to come in and already have this negative energy in our house, and so I'm sorry that I didn't want you at that time. I want you now, but I also want you to, maybe show a little bit of love, not just express your love, not just, I'll do all these things and then I'll love you afterwards. It's like I feel like I have to do chores or whatever, and I just don't feel very welcome and want to love you because I don't feel like you let me love you.
Okay. Ariel, if I can interrupt again, hearing you talk and explain it, it sounds to me like, you're just feeling unwanted as well. That you feel you're not being appreciated, you're not loved, which is making it in turn hard for you to show love in return. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me a little bit more about how that makes you feel, because that must be a very lonely spot to come home and still feel unwanted, unappreciated.
Yeah, I don't mind that you don't work, but I do work and provide our whole entire life for us, and I appreciate that you stay at home and you're going to school and you're trying to do that stuff. But it is hard because I work really hard, and then I come home and I feel lonely, and this is supposed to be my safe spot to come home and relax and just unwind, and I don't get that chance to unwind, and I think that's that dark spot that I'm in, and why I can't maybe make you feel wanted.
I think that's just an excuse for her to be okay with the relationship we had outside of our marriage. Because I feel like I made the home welcoming. So,
Mariana, I want to refocus and go back to the way you're feeling about making the home feel welcoming. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
I mean, I cook for her before she gets home. I make sure the food's ready. I also do chores all day when I'm home. I don't let the house be a mess, but sometimes I need help with the chores. It's a big house.
So you're just...
And I provide for it.
Okay, well, I'm going to school, so eventually I'll be able to give back.
Okay. I want to interject, Ariel, while Mariana was talking about what she does during the day. You did make the comment, it's the house you provide for. Can you elaborate on that a little bit? It seems like you're feeling like the provider. You might feel overwhelmed with having all this pressure of going to work, making sure all the bills are paid, making sure the house is paid for, then coming home, having to still add on that pressure of pleasing, your wife.
Yeah. And, it's not that I want you to feel like I provide this and that you don't bring anything to the table, because you do. But, I like to be asked to do stuff. You just tell me to do things at home. I'm my own boss at my job, and I tell people what to do, but, I thought we were a team, and I just feel like you're my boss sometimes and boss me around.
Okay. I want to focus on that feeling of you, that pressure of you having to be the provider.
Okay.
Where do you feel that comes from? What is causing that?
Well, when I was younger, my dad worked, and my mom, she stayed at home with the kids, and, it was great, and she did a great job raising us, but I saw my dad always providing for my mom, and, when times got bad, he always still provided for her, and I feel like I have that in me that I want to provide, but also, if I'm providing, I can control how our life is going to be, If something goes bad, I can still try and work my butt off and provide. Whereas if I wasn't able to do that, I feel like I wouldn't be contributing to the relationship.
So it seems like you're still trying to meet that need. You're trying to live up to this impression of providing everything. And so it's a lot of pressure because you want to fulfill that need of being the provider, not having to worry about anything, and making sure that she has everything that she wants, that she's able to go to school.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Mariana, what are you feeling right now?
I just feel like she wants me to give her a plaque for doing that.
Okay.
I said I'm going to school. I'm trying to get out of not working, but I won't ask for recognition for it. She knew when we got married that this was going to be the situation. I don't think I asked for more than just help with the bills.
Okay. So, and again, correct me if I'm wrong, I just want to make sure that I am understanding the whole situation. While Ariel's feeling the pressure of being the provider, you feel that she might want more acknowledgement, and that what you're doing, going to school, maintaining the house, making dinner, making sure everything's clean, that's going unacknowledged, and that you're unappreciated.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what I'm hearing, and it's very common for a lot of couples, they kind of do this dance of going back and forth with each other, kind of switching off roles and playing off a lot of their own personal emotions. A lot of these emotions which actually stem from previous events. So it's not just the focus of, okay, she had an affair, oh, I'm feeling lonely. It kind of goes a little bit deeper of, my feeling of loneliness stems from this. Ariel's pressure of being the provider stems from her childhood, watching her father be the provider, and now she's continuing trying to be that provider and live up to that standard that she saw her father put into place. So, moving forward in these sessions, a lot of it's going to be focused on those emotions, trying to kind of center them and have you guys explore those and to reframe them and recognize where these emotions are coming from. Okay. So moving forward in future sessions, I want you to understand that these emotions and feelings, they are completely normal for all couples to feel. Um, but I also want to know kind of what are some of the goals you guys have or that you're seeking out of therapy.
I will go first. So definitely one goal that I'm looking is to earn your trust back. I mean, I'm I'm tired of being like watched at every minute of every hour. I know what I did was wrong, and I'm sorry. I don't know how many times I can tell you I'm sorry, and this is why we're here. We're trying to work past that. But the affair's over. Like I want to be with you. I want to work this out. So I really, my goal by the end of this is that she's able to trust me and that I don't feel like she's like looking through my phone all the time, or that I have to prove to her that I'm faithful.
It's just that being able to trust her again, but I just right now I don't see an end result to that because it's hard.
Okay, so those are all things that we can work on. I understand that it is a difficult position. You know, you feel betrayed, Mariana. Um, what What do you think? I mean, you said you can't see where it is, you know, coming to a reality of being able to trust her again. What do you think is blocking that?
Just the pain and the hurt from feeling like I can please her, or if I'm not, if again I can't please her once again, is she going to turn back to the cheating?
Okay.
So it's always living on the edge.
And I understand that's a difficult place because you felt betrayed. You weren't expecting the affair the first time, and you found out it came as a complete shock. And now things are good, but you're just kind of always waiting for it to happen again. Okay. Is there anything that you think Ariel could do to kind of try and start earning your trust back?
I think it's just more communication, more talking, going out once in a while.
Okay. Ariel, how do you feel about these requests? Do you think that they're reasonable, or do you think that?
I think they're reasonable, but I also think that it's gonna take time. You know, yes, you want me to talk to you, but like I said, I talk to you about my day or something like that, and I think you get a little jealous that I do get to go out and work, and you know, so I think my request would be just be patient with me, what I tell you, and how much I'm trying to open up to you, because you know, as soon as you shut me down, or you know, I feel like I'm getting scolded, that's not going to make me want to share with you and talk and communicate or take you out, you know, because I got to be happy too. We both have to be happy.
Okay. So we'll close session on that. Next session we will pick up kind of where we left off, exploring these emotions a little bit further, and then starting to work kind of towards those goals of, you know, regaining the trust, you know, that connection back, because it seems like that connection has been lost and it has been damaged. So we want to work on repairing that. So moving forward, you have healthier coping skills, you know, communicating better, making plans, making each other a priority in that. Right?
Thank you so much.